Annaki Splattershot Nova. We have done the regular Splattershot Nova before, so this will be the same story here. 5-shot kill and not the best RNG, so not really being able to fight or pick fights on its own, and really having a hard time defending itself. However, this one has a bit of a better kit, with ink mines, which aren't the best, but they have their uses, and especially with inkjet, they can kind of synergize a little bit with it. Since it is a good painting weapon, you'll be getting inkjets quite a bit if you're focusing on it and staying alive, and it is a decent way to push. But since your really only way to be offensive is your special, it just really is not much better than any other options. In fact, it ends up being quite a bit worse. Either way, you know the drill. We'll aim for 3 wins, and if we get 3 in a row, we'll go for a 4th one. I'll see you in the first match. Alright, match number 1. We are the longest range weapon on our team, surprisingly. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, considering the fact they do have some pretty decently long range weapons on their team. We're gonna back up here. I think our main goal here is just staying alive and making sure we're getting those jets off. I'm gonna go ahead and place some mines in the zone a little bit further forward and just make sure I can't really be pushed up against. This guy's gonna be throwing his markers out, so we do have to be careful about that. And he's got his crab out now, so I'm gonna just back up. We're gonna try and play anchor this match since they are the longest range weapon, and we're not really going to be helping out too much in terms of actual, powerful damage. The best thing we'll be able to help with is actually inkjet shots. So we'll try and get 2 there. That's actually really nice. And the splatter shot's going to go after us, but we should be pretty good to actually start pushing forward. Did lose someone to the blaster over here, so I'm going to try and paint his root. Don't want it out of the inkjet, so we need to stay alive here. They did shoot the inkjet down. Very nice. Go ahead and just try and get some paint down on the map. Try and paint over this heavy, or not heavy spotling, dynamo roller. I do have my inkjet once again, so we'll go ahead and just launch it out. There goes a reef slider. Maybe get the kill on it. At the very least, pressure him with my teammates, and maybe they'll get the kill. Took them a little long to do that, so they weren't going to stay alive there. Gonna have to try and back up here. Unfortunately, just going to die. We all get kind of collapsed in on. Definitely could be doing better with my inkjet shots there. I'm just kind of wasting them. Right now, we really need to just make sure we're keeping space so we can actually move back in. We don't want to be completely locked down. We'll take out the dynamo roller. Don't want to die to the S-Blast, so I've got to back up here. Unfortunate that he did just hit us with that, but I really can't do too much. Not sure if he dealt enough damage there, or if I actually got hit by a direct. It looked a little weird. This is where matchmaking is a little bit rough, considering the fact that we really don't have any great long-range options for this. Thankfully, our friend took him out, so I'm just going to have to stay alive here. Keep him at range, hopefully. Ah, we're gonna die to the dino though. Again, just a little annoying. Unfortunate first match. I do think we just got horrible luck on our weapon draws because we pretty much got 2 arrow sprays. Again, not great, but can't really control matchmaking, so we'll see you in the next match. Alright, match number 2. Once again, we get the short end of the stick with the range. Hopefully that's not going to end too badly. They do get the E-Leader, and we get the Squiffer. Kind of feeling like X-Ray matchmaking here. Should be okay, hopefully. I'm going to play a little bit further back once again. Just trying to make sure I can get in without getting completely destroyed by this E-Leader. Yeah, their E-Leader is actually doing crack it here. I think we'll be pretty fine. Just make sure, we're staying alive away from it. Not really sure. Okay, E-Leader is down. I'm going to go ahead and just jet here, honestly. Scare him off, try and just hold this right side. Unfortunately, we are losing too many people here. Alright, we're going to back away. Hopefully stay alive here. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel like we have much of an offensive profile here. Our blob died. Not our blob, our slosher, actually. So now we're being pushed back here. Once again, we're just going to go back for farming another inkjet. I really wish we would quit dying like that, because we're not going to get any headway made like this. Just back in the corner. Now, I have jet now, so hopefully I don't just die to the blob. Hopefully get you. Maybe get this guy too. Nice. Even if I fall off there, I'll just go back to my recall spot, so we're fine. Gonna just do our recall there. And we'll go ahead and just paint over this. Okay, we should be able to get control off of this. Try and help paint over there, and we'll try and take mid a little bit while we're behind cover. Not really sure where their leader is. Leader is now down, which is nice. Nice. Their blob is now dead. RNG being very nice there. This is a very unsatisfying weapon most of the time. You're going to be missing just lots of shots, even if you're aiming correctly. Alright, so there's the E-Leader. Gonna just kind of stay back here. I do have my recall in a pretty good position, so just stay alive. Should be pretty fine. Gonna dash into these shots over here and just try to back up. There's the one dude, so just gotta stay alive. Not really sure what I need to do here. Yeah, we all died again. If we didn't all die, that would have been much better, but I don't really know what we're doing. I guess they're trying to go for respawn, or not respawn Punisher, but quick respawn stretch, but it's not really working out very well, guys. Stay alive, try and go for paint. This is where the E-leader's being very oppressive. Hopefully, and this is what, you know, you really... Ninja Squid, he does have Ninja Squid. This is where you don't want to use something like an Annaki Splattershot Nova, or just the regular Nova either, because when matchmaking is not very friendly, you're kind of using the worst weapon in the lobby. And it just kind of feels hard too. If you're good with the weapon, you know, you can do some things with it, but if you're not particularly skilled with it, like I am not, it just feels like a complete slog, and you don't feel like you're actually improving on anything. Again, I wish... I'm going to be complaining about matchmaking the entire time, but it's true. I wish the game was a little bit more balanced with how it, you know, matchmaked range weapons, because sometimes it's very one-sided. I'm not doing too terribly right now. We've already lost 2 people again, though, so I've got to back up. Alright, we're going to wait for that to wear off. Hopefully get some paint down over here. Make sure this blob can't do anything. Look at the wonderful RNG on this weapon. Just being very, very nice. Not hitting any shots. I tried to duck there, but it didn't work. If E-leader shots are laggy, it's just also very hard to pick them off. And there's drop roller being not very effective either. Alright, we're actually in control somehow. Just gonna duck away from that E-leader. Don't really want to fight him. Our teammates actually took him on. We're gonna try and be a little more aggressive now. Make sure we're actually doing things that are going to make things happen. We've already died twice again. That's not great, and now I have to back up. This is where, if the weapon was more accurate and you could force kills, it would be much better. But where we're at right now, it just feels completely horrible because you can't really defend yourself. You can't hold space or anything until you get your jet, and if you're just constantly being pushed back, you just kind of have to keep farming your jet. There's the blob going down. Hopefully we can get enough paint on the map to actually take control here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead, shoot this way. Nice. Hopefully the leader does not kill me. Just gonna kind of keep shooting at them, and we actually, thankfully, take the lead off of that. We actually got, you know, kind of clumped together and, you know, helped each other out in fights, which was really good. I still felt completely useless, but that's just how the weapon's going to feel half the time. Even if you are doing something, it doesn't feel like it. Okay, match number 3. Triple dualies on the enemy team. That is certainly interesting. They do have a charger, so we still kind of have to play back and make sure we're using our inkjets correctly and not just, you know, running up in front of them. Probably we would wait till the backline is dead on their team, but we can't really force that all the time. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to take some space over here. Honestly, would like to pop inkjet over here if I could. Try to blindside their charger. That's unfortunate. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh well, it's fine. Shoot over here, back them away, and I will just drop roller back to our side of the map. Alright, there's ink vacuum. We'll go ahead and paint over that. If anyone tries to rush, we'll just, you know, shoot at them. Hopefully, I'm gonna keep an eye on that guy, make sure he doesn't get away. Good job, our friend takes him out. The charger's not really being too effective in their sniping spot, so we can kind of just get this for free. Good. Charger is actually dead, so I'm gonna actually wait for my friend to maybe take aggro. Also just start putting down paint a little bit further forward for our friends to actually use. I'm not really sure what happened there. There might be a little bit of lag here. Unfortunately we do that to that. I should have just backed up. Really, you don't need to be taking things on in 1v1s, because this is not the weapon for it. Unless you have the jump on them, it's just going to end badly 9 times out of 10. Stay alive. Just trying to chase, let our friend take the kill on that. Gonna get forward here. Hopefully, we can actually paint the map with our inkjet here. Back that guy away. At the very least, hit him with some chip damage shots, and we will actually chase and maybe get the kill on him. It's not really over there, so we'll just go ahead and throw some paint down. I'm just trying to back up at this point. No real point, like I said before, on taking that fight on because I can't really fight him on my own. Trying to keep him at our maximum range. Thankfully, he just dodges into our shot, so that's good. Keeping this guy at range is going to be important. That way we just kind of stall him. Since we are in the lead, we're getting more value out of this than he is because he's not really grouping up with his team. Alright, got Inkjet once again, so I'm going to look for an opportunity to use it. I'm going to shoot off here. Since I do have 2 people, I'll get more value out of my shots if I shoot to the left. He's going to shoot his vacuum shot out at zone, but our friend actually, okay, might be a little bit of lag there. Our friend sucked up the actual damaging shot, but the paint still went down. Back up. And there we go. I'm not sure if he would have killed me there, probably. I don't know if he was aiming at the zone or me, but it didn't really matter. We took KO, thanks to our teammates being very good. Alright, match number 4, I believe. Either 4 or 3. We've got 2 wins and 1 loss, I believe. So, yes, number 4. Since we're not dealing with any chargers, we can kind of push forward a little bit more and, you know, be a bit more of a presence in the match. We'll have to back up at some point, though, because they're going to try and really push forward here. So, just trying to anchor here. Make sure these missiles aren't going to be a problem for our team. I'm also going to just make sure we have paint in front of us. That way it is a bit of a defense. It's not the strongest defense in the world, especially if they're rushing you, but it is something. And make sure they can't, you know, just swim up to you. Alright, gonna try and shoot out their Hydra, back him up. Make sure he can't really defend his teammates. Maybe get the kill on him at the very least. Not really, but I am shooting at him, making it, you know, making him feel uncomfortable, if I can speak correctly there. Gonna paint over the blob over here. He's gonna shoot out his Ink Storm. Make sure we don't get in the line of that bomb. Should be pretty fine. We're not doing too terribly here. There's this guy over here, so we're just gonna try to stay alive. Probably should have just backed up, honestly. We were just kind of crowded around and didn't really have much paint at that point. Definitely making sure you have an escape route is a good idea with this weapon because you are going to be backing up a lot. We are almost to our Inkjet again, so I'll go ahead and pop that. Double Inkjet is also nice to have because they really just kind of have to slow down. I didn't see a splat bomb there, unless it landed up on here. I guess that would make sense. I mean, unless we were low enough for it, that it didn't really look like that. Hopefully we get the kill on him. Very good. Hold on, stay alive. Yeah, we're pretty much just doing pretty well here, thanks to our teammates. We're just kind of up forward. Don't really want to die to the Hydra, so we'll try and take this guy out. Even if I die here, we're fine. We actually took 2 people out there, so I'm not really going to complain. As long as I hold this right side, we should be good. Make sure that Octo Shot can't push up on us. Our friend actually gets the kill on the Octo Shot. And as long as we hold him off, get some good chip damage on him. And don't get the kill on him, but do get an assist. And as long as we hold off this Octo Shot here, we should be good to win. Well, there's our 3rd win. Alright, there's 3 wins with the Annaki Splattershot Nova. Again, like I said before, it's a very unsatisfying weapon. If you like inkjets and if you're particularly good with inkjets, you can probably make it work, but I'm not really good with inkjets, and that's kind of the main selling point of the weapon, since the main weapon itself is not particularly great. You'd end up having a better time with something like dually squelchers, which have the same fire rate, just a bit less paint. Either way, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider leaving a comment below and maybe even consider subscribing. Until next time, bye.